You got to love obstacles, because perseverance is all about turning obstacles into opportunities, where most people are trained to talk about problems. These are opportunities. And when we encourage, of course, you can go from can't to can. I believe in you. I believe you can learn.
All right, the second triangle is going to be encourage them through plan and purpose. And actually, it's the second triangle where we want to put release any attachment to their outcome. Like when you want your child to succeed more than they want to succeed, like how often has your child said, "Oh, I want this," and then the next day they don't? Like, as an example, I took my kids to Disneyland when they were young because they never asked to go to Disneyland, but I just thought it would be fun to treat them to Disneyland. But then when we were there, the girls wanted to have a princess makeover, and the princess makeovers were like a few $100s per child. They did the hair, the makeup, the dress, the shoes, the gloves, like it was all included. And I was like, I don't know about this. And they're like, come on, mom, please. Like, I'll be Belle for Halloween. Right. And so they negotiated with me. They kind of like bribed me or tricked me into doing this princess makeover. And then come Halloween, what do you think? Do you think they wanted to be princesses? Christine's like laughing and shaking her head no, because no, they did not want to be princesses. So the cool thing is when they say, I want that $700 bike, I want that $300 makeover, I want. And instead of just feeling responsible, like it's your job to make it happen, to make them happy, it's really your job to go through this plan, bare minimum average outstanding, allow them to work towards their goal. And if they're not willing to put any skin in the game, they're not willing to put forth any effort, then what they're telling you is, I didn't really want the $700 bike. I mean, I'll take it if you give it to me for free, but like I didn't want it bad enough to actually work for it. So this is where you as a parent just kind of step back and you give your children the opportunity to show you who they are and allow them bare minimum. Because guys and girls, moms, dads, your children, unless they actually have like a tangible experience of, say, failure, of, say, earning bare minimum when they want it outstanding, like earning 30 minutes of TV instead of the hour and a half movie everybody's watching, unless they have an opportunity to go through and feel that experience, they don't know what it means for outstanding. If they've never earned any type of privilege or goal on their own, they have no confidence or inner belief in themselves that they can actually do things and make things happen without you. Making the transition from reactive to proactive takes a whole brand new way of thinking, right? Like, doesn't it make sense that if your 18-month-old is struggling to get up on a chair, that you allow them the opportunity to struggle and figure out, maybe they move a stool over and they can climb up on that and get up on the chair. Like, they will build neural pathways that say, I can do, look what I did, mom, look at me. And if like you don't think how important it is for your child to be like, mom, look what I did, look at me. It's going to be like that feeling that they have inside at 18 months or 5 or 8 or 10 or 17 or 50 years old that says, look at me, look how great I am, look at my powerful greatness, look what I did without you. And so they're not going to appreciate like success. Like, they're not going to appreciate, oh my gosh, look what I made happen, unless you allow them to like fail a couple times.
You see, perseverance that the kids would be taught was, you got to love obstacles, because perseverance is all about turning obstacles into opportunities, where most people are trained to talk about problems. These are opportunities. And when we encourage, of course, you can go from can't to can. I believe in you. I believe you can learn. Just like somebody believed that you could learn to go from on 4s onto 2 legs. It's the belief that creates the magic from can't to can. And it's been around since the beginning of time, because it's that ancient game called follow the leader. Well, what are we following? Well, we're following the leader. The leader is the plan. That was what we developed as a pre-frame before we knew what to do, kind of like practicing the fire escape plan before the fire comes. And it's the persisting that allows us to do for, do with, so they can eventually do it on their own.
He had a friend who's also 17 whose dad died in July, and there was nowhere for him to go. And so we took him in. And I mean, this kid's been on medication since he was 6 years old. He's been diagnosed with every behavior disorder under the sun. He was taking sleeping pills and all sorts of things. And no one ever spent the time with him to teach him these neural pathways. No one ever took the time to teach him self-control or self-discipline. He's like a 2-year-old emotionally in a 17-year-old body. So like he's not been easy or a cup of tea, but he's been worth it. He's an amazing young man. He's changed so much since he's been with us for about 6 weeks. He's off the sleeping pills. He takes no medication. He's learning self-control. He can sit at the table for 5 minutes. He's been through some pretty amazing obstacles, and you could just see him coming up against like a terror barrier of I can't to I can, I can't to I can. But we just follow the plan. For those of you that may be like loving this and going, oh my gosh, like this makes so much sense, I need to learn this, then, you know, put I need more and book a discovery session with us to see if what we have to offer for mentorship and what you're looking for could be a possible match. All right. There's no commitment at this time. I mean, we just give everything that we can. We can't help you completely transform in a 30 to 40 minute presentation. We're going to move on to the last one, which is recap and reward. So whether it's 30 minutes of swimming at the pool versus 90 minutes, it's congratulations. You made 30 minutes show up. You are so amazing. I love you so much. And really the first time that this ever happened, like we put up a reward chart or a responsibility chart for Zach, and he was ADHD in the worst case of oppositional defiant that the psychologist had ever seen. And the very first week we ever put up the star chart, he earned 3 out of a possible, I think, 40 stars on the star chart. So the reward was to go swimming. So we sat him down. We're like, let's look at the star chart. Okay, you did 3 out of 40 possible things on your behavior chart last week. That's amazing. You get 30 minutes of swimming. So we're going to be here for 90 minutes. And he had to like literally sit on this could be controversial. We're going to get hate messages for this. But here's the thing. He sat for the first 60 minutes or so by the lifeguard, pouting. Had 30 minutes. Now, when it was his turn to swim, do you think he had fun for those 30 minutes? Do you think he was laughing, just like amazed at himself for these 30 minutes? Absolutely. He was just like every other kid had 30 minutes. So it's the difference between, oh my God, you're being bad, we're leaving, right? And dragging the kid out of the pool, or having a proactive plan, which he chose the behavior throughout the week. But this is the thing. They need to experience a little bit of failure in order to step up to what they're capable of and what's possible. So the very next week, he got 27 stars out of 40 on the star chart and earned an hour worth of swimming. And within 30 days, he was getting like 38, 39 out of 40 on his star chart, and just became like the most cooperative, responsible, respectful, outstanding 7-year-old in the world. Like, it could be hard to believe, but allowing them the opportunity to choose. You get to choose bare minimum or outstanding, allowing them the opportunity to fail a little bit, keeping your eye on the major prize, which is to develop your children into becoming a champion or whatever your end goal is, was really powerful. So recap and reward.
Yeah, watching him step up from week to week, because he was asking those ancient secret questions. Hey, how can I do that swimming like everybody else? Where can I do this? When can I do this? And it was the how part. You see, if we don't give full disclosure to our kids how we do it, they're just shooting in the dark. Sometimes they hit the mark, but it's not duplicatable. So when you come to recap and reward, we always start at 0. Just like in Mother Nature. If you want the worm, you got to get out of the nest and go get something. If you do some, you get some. We always start at 0, and we focus on what they did do. Oh, could that be a massive takeaway? What they did do versus what they didn't do. Guiding. So, ooh, look at this. Who did that? And then the green is I did. It gives them a chance to validate and be heard of what actions they did take. And we encourage them that they can go from zero to hero, and they did something. They're persistent. Did they do it really well? Never, hardly, not even close to how good you could do it. But if you could take a moment and go back to their perspective, you didn't walk, ride a bike, or drive a car first time either. It took time. And a lot of the times we've lost that love and feeling to actually have patience. You did it. You made this happen. And you know what? If you did that again, you can do this again all by yourself. The rite of passage of being able to do for, do with, so they can do it all by themselves. Start at zero, give them the recap, and show them what their effort equals the reward, which is bare minimum, average, and outstanding. Let it go of the attachment and allow them to embrace their own uniqueness. Back to you, Bonnie.
Well, I mean, I think our cup is full. I think that is the master plan. This was the #1 voted training in our Raising Healthy, Happy, Cooperative Kids group. So in the group, you guys, we have a whole community of other moms and dads who are looking to be the best they can be for their kids. Awesome. You'd like to show this to your husband? Absolutely. Okay, so we'll get back to all the comments after we've done this presentation. We'll get you the replay link with the PDF link. And like I said, we have a master plan. I mean, we don't take every single person on as a coaching client because there are some basic fundamentals or things that you need to be willing to commit to work with us. So when you do hop on a call with us, there's nothing to buy. So you can just book a 15-minute chat with us, see if we can help you. We'll be really honest. If we can't help you, we'll tell you that too.